Dicey Raw here for my first rant video. So if you don't want to hear me complain about something for the next, I don't know, 15 minutes, then you should probably click away. Okay, so this video I'm going to be ranting about waiters, waitresses, and customers. Okay, waiter and waitresses is kind of the same thing, but whatever, you get the point. Okay, so I have been a waitress. I have waitressed at least 3 or 4 restaurants, so I know customers and I know waitresses and waiters and waitresses. Okay, as being a waitress, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, we hate when you don't tip. We hate when you let your kids run around and throw food on the floor and yell and scream and cause commotion and disrupt other customers. We hate it when you call us to the table for something, we go to get it, and we bring it to you, and you ask us for something else immediately. And it's like every time we come to your table, you want something else. We hate being whistled at. We hate being called babe. We hate being waved down. We hate any kind of hand gesture that you can do. We hate that. We can't stand that. Don't do that. Seriously. If you want to get good service and you don't want a loogie in your food, probably best to just smile at the waitress or waiter and just hope they come to your table. Because 9 times out of 10, if they see you looking like you're looking for them, they're going to come to your table. Otherwise, please do not do any kind of hand gestures or noises, because you will just get crappy service. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you. They're going to come to your table. They're going to be annoyed. They're going to be like, this asshole again. So, yeah. Okay, if you're a customer and you are reasonable, like myself, because I understand that if something goes wrong with my food, 9 times out of 10, it's the cook's fault, not yours. So I'm not going to be mad at you, but I'm going to be mad. I understand that you have a job to do. Your job is to take my order, take it back to the cook, get it back to me, and receive your tip, and to go home at the end of your shift. Totally get that. My job as a customer is not to make your job as a waiter or waitress more hard. Meaning, if I need ketchup and a refill, I should say ketchup and refill at the same time, rather than letting you go to the kitchen to get my ketchup if there's none at the table, and then waiting till you get back to ask you for a refill. Because 9 times out of 10, you're not going to have a thing of tea in your hand unless you can read my mind, okay? As well as being a waitress, I do understand that you got to keep an eye on your tables. Seriously. If they're running low on drink, there's no need in them to run out of drink and you not bring them more. What the fuck? If I have like this much tea in my cup, bitch, you better be coming back with some damn tea, or I'm going to be like, excuse me, ma'am, I need some tea. I'm not going to be rude about it, but I'm not going to be scared and not say anything to you about it. I'm going to be like, hey, can I get some tea? And if I don't get any tea, or if you forget to bring me my tea, you're not getting a tip. I'm sorry. If you got 20 tables, that may be understandable. But if I'm your only table in there, you need to be on top of this table. You need to make sure that this table has everything that they need. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Just going to go ahead. And don't get me wrong. I've worked at a Mexican restaurant where we had mariachi band night and that place was packed. I'm talking about you could barely even hear the people in the restaurant talking to you. But at the same time, during all the commotion, you have to sit and you have to reflect and say, okay, I need to make sure that this table has their drink and they have their food and they have what they need and their check is ready for when they're ready to leave. I can't stand waiting for my check and I am ready to leave. I am ready to go. I have eaten. I have put my leftovers in a box if I'm going to take it. My leftover drink is in a cup if I'm going to take it. I've went to the bathroom. I have checked to make sure there's not food in my teeth. Everything has been done. I am just waiting on the damn check. And where are you? 20 minutes later, coming with my check. Talking about, I hope you guys have a nice night. Bitch, I could have been gone 30 minutes ago. I could have went down to the pet store and looked at pets. I could have went to the mall and walked around the mall. I could have went to Walmart and got a new outfit in the fucking time it took you to bring me my damn check. I'm sorry, but I have been on both sides, and I just don't understand why some people give you good service and some people don't. I cannot stand. Okay. Ugh. I know I have said I cannot stand like a billion times, but seriously, this is a thing. Like what does it take to get good service. If you want a tip, you better be on top of your shit. Like, if you're not going to fill my drink, you're not going to come to my table, you're not going to check on us, our food's going to come to the table and it's going to be cold, what the fuck do you expect a tip for? Like, really, why do you expect for me to shell out money that I have worked for you? I'm sorry, it just doesn't make any sense to me. To be honest with you, we could get rid of tipping altogether and just pay servers minimum wage. So here's another tidbit for you guys that probably didn't know, and if you do know, congrats for you. Some servers make $2.15 an hour. Yeah, I was working like 12-hour shifts and making less than my fiance, who was working like 5 or 4. How ridiculous is that? And you want to know why? If a customer comes to the restaurant that you're working at and they refuse to pay for something because they feel like you have wrote it down wrong or you have charged them wrong or something stupid, they can refuse to pay for it and it will come out of your pocket. So you, the server who had just served their ass, who was probably rude, probably ordered the wrong thing or got the wrong thing or whatever, now you have to pay for it because they refuse. Not to mention, on top of that, birthday parties, you gotta sing. You gotta make them ice cream, you gotta put stuff on it with dressing and drizzles of chocolatey goodness all over it. Not to mention the people that order alcohol and the people that want appetizers and weird shit like that. All that kind of stuff. Then at the end of the night, you have to clean and mop and sweep and wipe down tables and wipe down walls and it's just clean bathrooms and all that extra crap. Some of the stuff that people that work at McDonald's don't even have to do. They don't have to make sugary goodness birthday shit. They don't have to do that. You know what they do? And I am not in any way, shape, or form putting down people who work at Walmart, but not Walmart, McDonald's. But when you are a waitress and you make $2.15 an hour and you bust your hump for people who are rude and just mean to you for like no reason, it's like they come in with an attitude. Or when you have to deal with men who come in and who think, oh, she's a woman waitress, so she's gonna flirt with me. No, I'm going to get your food for you, get your drink for you, and make sure that your service is good, but that does not mean that you're gonna get a piece of ass. Please excuse my language, but I am so sick and tired of men coming into restaurants and thinking that they just own the fucking waitresses. Excuse me, you put your hands on me, I'm gonna beat your ass. If you're rude to me, I'm gonna say something to you, and do not comment on my ring. Yes, I am engaged, and excuse me for having attitude with you when you come at me with some kind of flirtatious, rude, no excuse me, I'm not putting up with that. I will not put up with that. I had a guy one time ask me if I was engaged because he saw my ring on my finger, and I told him, yes, I am. And he got an attitude with me like, well, you don't have to get an attitude with me, and I just told you I was engaged. Excuse me. As a matter of fact, I think he was at drill when all this was going down, and I said something about, yes, I do have a fiance, and he's in the army. Do you want him to kick your ass? Because he was getting a fucking flirtatious attitude with me. Excuse me, no. What does this look like? Do I look like I'm here to fucking service you? No, I'm here to get your food, and that is it. There is nothing else going on. There's no other transactions. Please, if you are looking for that, please go to the side of the corner, somewhere over there in Maine, because I ain't got a Main Street or somewhere over there where the ghetto people be throwing their hoo-haws at you, because I ain't got time for that. I do not have time for that, and that is not my job. Somebody else's job on the other side of the corner. Thank you. Rude. Like, and then you got a ring on your finger and you coming at me talking about, are you engaged? Yes, please, shut up. No. Just, no. I'm sorry. So sorry. I don't understand why people have to be so rude and they just have no respect for other people. You go into a restaurant as a customer, excuse me, I'm flipping over from waitress to customer now. You go into a restaurant as a customer. Okay, here are some tips. You are nice and respectful to your waitress. She's going to be nice and respectful, or he, excuse me. are going to be nice and respectful to you. Most of the time, they're not going to catch attitude or spit in your food unless they're just a shitty waitress or waiter. And do not get me wrong, there are a lot of them out there that just have an attitude. They just feel like they just don't have to work. They just feel like they can just stand around all day and not do anything, and that's their job. No, your job is to give these people their food, give these people their drink, and if you can't do that, then you don't need to be a waitress. I'm sorry, you just don't, because when you're a waitress, you do more work than, I don't know. I think waitresses deserve all the fucking money in the world, to be honest with you, because the shit that they have to put up with, and do not get me wrong, I am not saying people at McDonald's don't have to put up with shit. I am not saying that people at Walmart don't have to put up with shit, but if you have ever been a waitress, you understand that the struggle is real. When you are struggling to make $20 in a day, like, you work 8 hours, you make a little over $18. And that is sad. That is so sad. And if people stiff you on tips, then you don't get them. Because the places are going to give you tips just because. I mean, I was a waitress at a Mexican restaurant, a waitress at a Chinese restaurant. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. Click the pineapple to go to the video mentioned, the butterfly to go to the previous video, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank you. Bye.